The village was always dim. The sun never truly rose. A perpetual twilight held the land captive. The villagers lived in fear. They huddled in their homes, afraid to step outside. Shadows stretched from every corner. They writhed and twisted, hungry for fear, thirsting for despair. The shadows were not just darkness, they were alive. They whispered in the twilight, tempting people with promises and lies. They fed on the fear they instilled, growing stronger with every stolen hope. The villagers called it a curse. They believed their fate was sealed. Life under the twilight was hard. Children grew up afraid of the dark. Adults lost their dreams in the gloom. Fear became a constant companion, and the shadows rejoiced, their power growing with each passing day. Kaida was different. She refused to be ruled by fear. She remembered a time before the twilight, a time when laughter filled the air. But then the shadows came, and with them tragedy struck her life. The shadows took her parents. Kaida witnessed their fear, felt their despair. She saw how the shadows fed on their emotions, growing larger and more menacing. The memory haunted her, a constant ache in her heart. But Kaida refused to let the shadows take her too. She would not let fear consume her. She made a vow. She would fight the shadows. She would find a way to bring back the light. One day, exploring a dusty attic, Kaida found something. An old woman had told her stories, whispers of a time before the shadows, a time of light and hope and courage, and of weapons that could fight back. There, in a forgotten chest, lay a torch and a dagger. The torch was old but sturdy, its handle adorned with symbols of the sun. The dagger was simple yet sharp, its blade glinting faintly in the dim light. As Kaida held the torch, she felt a warmth spread through her. It was a flicker of hope in the suffocating darkness. She knew what she had to do. She would face the shadows. She would bring back the light. Leaving the village was the hardest thing Kaida had ever done. The elders warned her against it. They said it was suicide to venture into the darkness, but Kaida wouldn't be deterred. She knew the risks, but she also knew the price of inaction. As she stepped beyond the village limits, the twilight deepened. The shadows seemed to press in, whispering doubts and fears. They tempted her to turn back, to accept her fate. But Kaida held the torch high, her grip tightening on the dagger. The shadows recoiled from the torch's light. It was faint, but it was enough. Kaida had found their